Imagine drones flying meals, medicine, and even your mail. Well, that could soon be coming to Brownsville. Today, the drone delivery company looking to set up shop in Brownsville, announcing several new initiatives.
Channel 5's Rudy Mireles is live in Brownsville, and Rudy, the company is looking to hire 50 people this year, and this program could help boost the economy.
Yeah, it could have a major impact, economic impact that is, here in Brownsville and the Valley as a whole. Now, we don't have any hard numbers yet. Obviously, this whole operation is still in its very early stages, and the tech is obviously new, not just to the Valley, but across the country and across the world. So we'll wait for those numbers. But to kind of just give you an idea of what it could do, the Association of Unmanned Vehicle Systems International did a study, and they found that in the state of Texas alone, the economic impact over the next 4 years could be up to $6.5 million, in addition to 8,000 new jobs created as a result from the drone industry as a whole. Now today, the city of Brownsville and Paragon VTOL Aerospace Company telling us that they're looking to get a really big piece of that pie. And the first thing they need to do is figure out how to train and retain local talent.
Today, the city of Brownsville announced the next steps in their partnership with Paragon VTOL Aerospace, the unmanned aerial transportation company looking to break ground on its new headquarters in Brownsville soon.
Learning how they operate, learning their logistics, cost of operation, learning their footprints, getting pilots familiar with that, building the training programs to train pilots. All of these things are part of this ecosystem, and it's all happening here in Brownsville.
The plan, to use unmanned drones to deliver goods and eventually provide a taxi service for people. The company's founder telling us that Brownsville was chosen for several reasons. The city's resacas, the perfect safe crash site during testing, but more importantly, the people.
Look at today's youth aspiring to get in the sector for sustainable job creation, multi-generational families, not just on the pilot side, but also on the manufacturing side.
Partnerships with higher education institutions like Texas Southmost College, the goal to fill those jobs. And although TSC recently lowered tuition and tax rates, they plan to train local talent for the company's specialized jobs. TSC's president, Dr. Jesus Roberto Rodriguez, saying grants and specifically funding from the drone company for that training will benefit everyone.
We generate a revenue and we infuse it back into the community. We infuse it back into our programs, into our workforce labs, so we can continue to have that repetitive service.
And Rudy, we're also told another positive impact could help people living near some of the company's facilities if power goes out.
Yeah, so what do those plans include, Rudy?
Absolutely. A lot of planning going into it, and another major announcement made today was that the company actually intends to build their own self-sustaining, eco-friendly power grid for their launch facilities around the city. Now, what's interesting about this is that each tower could possibly provide enough power to the local area there, and this was a plan in effect way before the winter freeze happened, but those days that we were without power in February kind of solidified the fact that they need their own power grid, so that way they can keep their drones in the sky if we have some kind of severe weather event. Now, the big thing for residents that's interesting about these towers is that each tower has the capability to perhaps light up the neighborhood that they're in, the city, municipalities, and even as far as the entire county. And again, that's just from one tower, and they plan to have these all along the city. And that's something that Mayor Trey Mendez is extremely excited about. He was telling us earlier that one of the neat things about this, as the city tries to make itself into almost a new Silicon Valley between SpaceX and companies like Paragon VTOL Aerospace, is that it will hopefully influence local utility companies to maybe take the same steps going forward, not just local too, but around the world. And that's the biggest thing for them, is making that mark as they look to make Brownsville the city on the border by the sea and beyond. Live in Brownsville, Rudy Mireles, Channel 5 News at 6.